Hello guys. Good afternoon, good morning, and good evening. Welcome to my YouTube channel. It's been long that I haven't dropped a video that we've been talking about sexually transmissible diseases. As a woman, you need to take good care of yourself to avoid further complications when it comes to health. As a woman, not even as a woman, both parties. So for my last videos, we did mention of gonorrhea and syphilis. We've talked about that. So today, we'll be talking about chancriods, which is a bacteria. It is a bacterial sexually transmissible infection which is characterized by painful sores around the genitals. And this chancroid, it can be transmitted from one person to another through sexual intercourse. And some people always get confused between syphilis and chancroid. Both of them are being transmittable through sexual contact. But the germs that causes syphilis isn't the germs that causes chancroid. And the treatment is different. But if you have syphilis, obviously you can have chancroid. So what causes this chancroid? The disease that causes this chancroid, it's called Haemophilus ducreyi, which is characterized by a painful necrotizing genital ulcers that may be accompanied by inguinal lymphadenopathy. What is lymphadenopathy? Lymphadenopathy is a swelling of the limbs, of the lymph nodes, which can be secondary to bacteria, viral or fungal infection. So, how do you discover that you have this chancroid? You have genital sores around your pubic area, which is filled with pores. At times it will disappear and comes. At times it will pain, at times it will be pain-free. Yeah, maybe you can see the source and you discover that no, it's normal. Maybe it's because of the water that I'm bathing myself with, or maybe it's my undies, or maybe I've peed somewhere and I'm having this, or maybe it's because of I've shaved myself that I discovered that I have it. No, immediately you discover that you have this source, this painful source that is filled with pores. You need to check up yourself because it is an health issue, which is not good. And it will disappear for some time and comes back if you don't take care. If care is not taken, it can lead to another health issue. So the earlier you discover anything that you feel uncomfortable, especially in your pubic area, you need to take it into practice. You need to take it very, very serious, very, very serious, especially in women. We women, our system is very, very complicated that if you don't take good care of yourself, you can end up having a very complicated system, especially when you have not given birth. Yes, because there are some infections that when it is not well treated, you discover that infertility, it sets in, or difficulties to do anything is very, 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 very difficult when it comes to women. So we need to take good care of ourselves. We need to take good care of ourselves when it comes to this sexually transmissible disease. And to have this sexually transmissible disease, you may ask yourself then, no, maybe I have but one partner. How do I get this? No human being is perfect. None is perfect. When you have multiple sex partners, you develop to have chancroids, or syphilis, or gonorrhea, or anything. Even HIV, you can still have it. It's just 1 minute that you can just have those things and come and give it to your wife or your partner. Yeah. So you need to be very careful. Watch out. Immediately you discover anything. And when you treat yourself, you treat your partner. You treat yourself, you treat your partner. Because if you treat yourself and you don't treat your partner, it will comes back. It will comes back. So you need to take note of that. You need to take good note of that. So we should be careful in our lifestyle. Maybe you may think that you're enjoying, you're having fun, you're catching your cruise, meanwhile you're killing yourself inside. In the long run, you discover that you're killing yourself inside when you don't even know. After going to the hospital, you do lab exams, you discover that, hey, I have this, how comes? Those are the result of the life that you were living. And you think that it is the life that it's very important for you to live. So, living a promiscuous life is very dangerous. Both men and women is very, very dangerous. The worst one is if you go and contact HIV. You may not know that you have contacted HIV. It will incubate in your system for a very long time. It will incubate in a very, very long time if you are not going to the hospital frequently. And if you are living that kind of life, you discover that you have it and you don't even go in for your treatment and you don't even start taking your antiretroviral drugs, you are gone. You are gone. And taking your antiretroviral and controlling your lifestyle as well and your diet, your CD4 count can boost everything and you'll be fine. There are testimonies about that. But it doesn't pave you the way to go out and live a promiscuous life. Life is good, but we ought to know how we live our lives. How we live our life. It's not everything that you see out there that you want to get it. It's not everything that you see out there that you admire. It's not everything that you see out there that you want to pursue it. No. Work on yourself. Dream big. Pursue your career. And God will bless you. They say only God blesses, man does not bless. Only God, only God. So we need to take good care of ourselves. The life out there is not the best. It's not the best. It's not the best. When you go to the hospital, you see people that are sick. You tell yourself that, thank God. You see those that does not even have hands, legs. You talk to yourself that, thank God. So why not live a decent life? Why not live a decent life that is going to help you in the long run for yourself, your partner, and your children, and your family as well? Self-love is very, 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 very important. Very, very important. I can go out today, mingle with my friends, drink, dance, do all sorts of nonsense things that I'm enjoying myself. Yeah, life is once, but you must not live a reckless life. Because when you live a reckless life, this is when you have all these diseases. This is when you develop them in your system. And you think that, and at the end, you start regretting. Why did I? Had I known? It's always too late. So we need to be very, very careful with the way we live our lives. Because the rate at which infection is outside, it's aggravating. Every day. It's necessary to go in for a test after 3 months. To go and check up yourself. Very, very important. You see people dying. You see young girls dying. When you want to go deep into it, you see that it's because of this. HIV, it kills. It kills, my dear people. It kills. You can see a young lady, very, very healthy, beautiful, very, very nice. Say, hey, let me go and see this lady. Hey, let me go in there. You don't even know what that lady carries in. You don't even know. Because when you're taking those antiretroviral drugs, you look very bulky, very fresh, but they will never tell you. They will never. Once you go and sleep with them and have contact with them, that's all. That's all about you. That's all. Especially when there is friction. When there is that friction, when there is that friction, it's possible for you to have it. Blood, to contact yourself. So we need to be very, very careful. Very, very careful with ourselves. Very, very careful when it comes to health. We need to discipline ourselves. It's not every skirt that you see that you go in. It's not every cup that you admire that you drink from it. No. No, it's not. It's not. Because at the end, you will regret. At the end, the beginning is always sweet, but at the end, you see that you are losing out. You have lost everything. You have lost everything. So, the life that we live now will affect us in the long run. So we need to discipline ourselves. We need to discipline ourselves in order to avoid all those things. Because life is too short. Life is too short to live that kind of a life. It's too short. See, for example, you see a woman that is having a PID, pelvic inflammatory disease, chronic one, chronic that even she sits beside you, you cannot even sit beside her. She's smelling. Why? Why? Multiple sex partners. She was living a life that she thought she was enjoying. After you go in for screening, you discover that you have this, you have that, you have this, you have that. And if it is not early treated or treated well, you can end up to find out that you have issues to take in. You have issues, so we need to be very careful with ourselves. Our system is very open. We need to be very careful. You need to be very careful with whom you go around with whom you sleep around with. Somebody may say, hey, come, let's have fun. Hey, come, let's do this. Hey, come. You don't even know his or her aim. You don't even know. The world is so wicked that if you don't discipline yourself enough, you will dine with the devil. And when you dine with the devil, you discover that, oh, had I known. Oh, had I known. You have taken what you never thought you could have. So live your life in a very healthy way and you enjoy it at the end. They say there is more ahead than behind. It is how far you go, but not how fast you go. So we need to discipline ourselves when it comes to health. We need to be very, very careful. Very, very careful. Immediately you discover that, hey, you're having problems or you're having this, you're having that, just rush to the hospital. Go in for the medical exams, for a lab exams, and check yourself. If you discover anything, follow your gynecologist and see how you can treat yourself. And when you treat yourself, you avoid living a life that is going to lead you into something that you'll regret tomorrow. Because when the page is being turned, that's all. As the day passes, that's how things are going. So you need to be very, very careful. We all need to be very, very careful. We should live a healthy life that is going to give us a long lifespan. Don't go and live a life that will shorten your lifespan. No. I always advise people, live a decent life. You enjoy it. Live a decent life. Live a decent life. You enjoy it at the end. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you. I'll be dropping another video again. So keep subscribing to my channel. I'll be dropping another video. Thanks for everything. Thanks.